All right, welcome back, y'all.
Mighty glad that's over and done with. Just need to finish reinforcing the tunnel, and I can collect a big fat bit cartridge.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability. Stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Dad?
Ready to waste it. On your command.
Breaking for cover! For our best reload! Refilling my weapon!
And others are not.
Hey now, make me in. Finishing my
We are doing a little bit of exploring at the moment. Well, let's come back to this later.
To ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
What the?
Paradigm requires this. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Consul.
What damage are we doing? 107. Nice. Weapons come a long way. These weapons come a long way. I don't like these guys.
I am a invasive element. Edging full.
Oh, don't worry. Don't come down. No, it's okay. I can come up to you. How you doing? Voltage sniper.
Under his constant gaze.
No. What we got here? Voltage sniper rifle. Changes damage to shock at the enemies. At the expense of lower damage, shock damage, stacks are increasing damage over time. Getting some pretty good weapons. I'm getting some pretty good weapons.
Repudiate all vapid commercialists.
Look alive, Commander.
Oh, the new one, huh? Holy shit! Who I likes? Damn. Oh, don't worry, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm not gonna kill you, you're a civilian. Quit your griping. If I wanted you dead, you'd be dead. Nothing in you? Nothing? Nothing? Nothing at all? Just okay. What are these? Quit your griping, man. So, try not to walk into holes where. I'm gonna turn on my camera. There we go.
Time to earn my commission.
I probably would have been able to do so much more if I'd have had a hat. Alright, let's go. I didn't get to explore. I didn't get to explore everything over here. There's still quite a bit that I didn't get to explore, so that's what we're gonna do. There's quite a lot dead from that I miscalculated. Yeah, I still want to do some exploring in here. Now we can just explore. There ain't no missions here.
Thus always to traitors. Morale will certainly improve in the lab now, I should think, provided Valancourt's replacement is not also an absolute pilgarlic. I had prepared this trauma kit, but obviously that turned out to be an unnecessary precaution. Please, take it with my gratitude. I'm not sure murdering the head of security at a highly valued research facility makes the argument you think it does, but noted. Have no fear. No evidence of our little collaboration will survive. I'll see to it.
Let's see if you got anything. Oh shit. Didn't mean to jump that far. Why am I jumping so goddamn far? one of these. Been in there. That's where she was. Maybe I can't do anything else in here. Maybe I did do everything. There. I'll use that. Just wanted to make sure I got everything, but I think I did. I mean, did all that. Missed the door. See? Mysterious.
You have been my family's wise counselor for more years than I have drawn breath, Emery. But that does not grant you the right to challenge my will.
Why, I challenge nothing. I simply offer guidance where I may. I've neither the wish nor the strength to usurp your authority.
I know you have designs on my rift research. What I cannot understand is what you intend to do with it. What exactly are you plotting?
Suspicion is unbecoming, Henry. And restoring Arcadia to resplendence is my sole aim, as it should be yours. Yet you remain intent to use the rift for the most tenuous of means.
You got company, Commander.
You forget
Be on
yourself,
friendly time.
Consul. Pray, I do not forget all the loyal service you have given me, or you might lose more than just your standing in my affections.
Don't worry, I'm not here to kill y'all.
Sustain the system.
A lockdown. Do you suppose there's been another incident? Like the one with the Sovereign?
No.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Not exactly sure how I missed him.
Think we can open that goopy rift now? I want to see it up close.
Go! Okay, it don't last long. Yeah, I think we can just skedaddle out of here. A lot of barred doors. Good for you. Let's just get out of here. Alright, let's go see your buddy, man. Go see your friend.
And I'll take care of it, Commander.
Refilling my weapon.
Mess with me, you get the claw.
Who's shooting at me? Oh, you! Nice to shoot people in the back. That'll blow your legs off. Huh?
Rat's tingling, all charged up. Liquidate them!
Ready to waste them on your command.
Shock assault rifle. Shock assault rifle. Huh. 268 damage. That's better than that. Rate of fire. Magazine size. Holy shit. Vaulted sniper. .466 damage. .268. Huh.
Medkit coming your way!
Alright, that camp is liberated.
Huh? Better take a gander. Huh? Deserves a...
Armed and ready.
Shifting to a less exposed spot.
Got my lamps on a hostage.
Let me...
Pick me up for you.
Oh, shooting!
Back in business. Yeah.
I fulfill my duty to the sovereign.
Looking to Mike Marginal, Commander. Yeah.
I know what this is. This is the gate.
Yeah.
Well, gate secured. All right. Get some upgraded parts for her. The thing is, how the hell am I supposed to get in? Yeah. shield off. Big little door. I don't know which one I want to do better. No. One down. No. 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 Don't need that.
Got eyes on the local.
Rise.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
It's just a catheter.
This unit is currently unavailable for meaningless interaction.
Rockets.
You're looking pretty scathed, Commander. Maintaining my firearm. You know you were in a fight. Changing magazines efficiently and in short order. Giving chase. Back in my sight. High field drivers. Worry found. Practicing some battlefield medicine. Recommencing hostility.
Guns cocked.
For our resistance leader. Forever vigilant. They manufacture back in my sight.
All right. Oh shit, I'm hitting my own. That's perfect. Here. Key card around here somewhere. Go back in here. Missing something somewhere. Been through there, go up here. Too much to read. Hello? What in the world is this? Hold on. Let's turn off the camera. 22. Medical limbo. The best death recently.
Caution subjects. A security breach has been detected. A full laboratory lockdown is now in effect. Repeat, this is a full laboratory lockdown. Stay calm, remain vigilant, and obey security. Security personnel, and always trust that the Sovereign protects.
You don't reckon there's another one of those suits laying around somewhere? Wow, I want to try it.
Okay. So how in the hell do I get back out of here? I'm missing something here. in the hell do you get out of here? I'm missing something. I'm definitely missing something. I may end up having to search for what I'm looking for, because I'm kind of stumped on how to get the hell out of here. Ooh. And this is not telling me anything. And I see no hatches anywhere. And nothing to interact with. And I can't fast travel out of here either. Well, let me see. Outer Worlds 2's Uranium Automech suit.
You can find the Zeranium Automech suit in the Outer Worlds 2 inside the Automech production facility on Paradise Island. Go to the security control room, which is down the left hallway. This suit lets you hover, and it's needed to get the float like a butterfly, sting like a bee trophy.
A security breach has been detected. A full laboratory lockdown is now in effect. Repeat.
Yeah, but hover. But that doesn't That doesn't tell me how in the hell to get out of here. I like that, but how in the hell do I get out of here? I mean, I like the suit.
Hello and welcome to the guide on how to get the Zyranium Automech suit. She will must go through in order to find the Rift device. To get this achievement, you should use the flight device and kill 5 enemies while you are flying. To make this easier, and you can save, get your kills for the achievement, and then reload to avoid losing reputation. Good luck.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone.
Outer Worlds 2's Zyranium suit.
Outer Worlds 2 Uranium suit.
Okay, now show me how the hell to get out of here. But then how do you get out of the room? Down the hall with Moses, there is a secret tunnel to turn off the security system. Oh.
Attention subjects. The laboratory lockdown has been lifted, and your faith in the Sovereign has been reaffirmed. You may resume normal activities.
Okay. No, I don't want that.
Let me handle this.
Me too. Exactly.
Liquidate him! My aftermarket parts are fried.
What is this over here? Go. Terminal.
Glad to see our troops gaining ground. That tunnel will be key to getting Praetor under control. One step closer to ending this law-damned war. Anyway, got something that needs doing, Commander?
Looks like a fight.
Commander, watch your vitals!
You got the claw.
Look alive, Commander.
Ow. Whew. I'm gonna do this one while we're here. Ah.
It's a brawl.
Security level 2. Investigating. Analyzing surroundings. Traversing. Let me know.
Alright, recalibrated that.
Hey, you know how Auntie does her iconic hairstyle?
You setting up for a joke here, C-Long?
No, unless you think the fact that she has a wig made from woolly cow hair, which takes 4 hours to brush out, is some kind of joke.
That? Wow. Surely that's not the kind of trivia Auntie wants sharing.
Any publicity is good publicity, Ibarra. No wonder the Earth Directorate ain't got household name recognition.
Next she'll tell me she eats 4 square meals a day, all consisting of 60 bits.
Well...
No, please.
Your arrival cannot be more timely. After the events of Paradise Island, I could think of no one more suited to conduct a surgical strike of this nature. I'm, glad to see you again as well, Niles.
Gotta say you had me worried. The message you sent sounded serious.
Then I composed it accurately. To the task at hand. We are standing before the tomb of the matriarch. Few are invited to tour its halls, and even fewer know of its greatest secret. For any subject, visiting the matriarch and First Sovereign's resting place is the pinnacle of empty social achievement. But the tomb's corpses are its least important feature. The intelligence my friends risked all to acquire revealed a vault in its lowest level containing the matriarch's body of work, hidden from the public. Who knows what technologies the Protectorate is withholding? If the matriarch was the genius she's purported to be, the skip drive cannot be the entirety of her inventions. I would not put it past the Protectorate to disrespect their dead by tucking weapons in alongside them. Whatever technological advancements may be sequestered here, the goal is almost certainly to keep the populace of Arcadia subservient to the pernicious whims of its governing body. But not for much longer. We are going to liberate any and all of the Matriarch's research, whatever it may be, and distribute it to the people. Reaching the vault will be no simple task. There are likely to be unforeseen security measures to contend with, though hopefully nothing too obstructive. We must first gain entry to the security room, however. Once there, I should be able to access more information about the lower level's layout and potential hazards.
I can see a half-dozen points of failure, but bad odds ain't ever stopped us before.
Glad we're operating under the same understanding.
He's got a point
We're
there.
unlikely to have another chance like this. We must follow through now that we've made the opening. Which also means, once inside, we cannot leave until it's done. Slim chance of that. I'll not assign a task to others that I'm unwilling to undertake myself.
Color me surprised.
The Consul is incensed about the death of one of his own. He sends sentinels to hunt Audra down. I try to help her hide, But they found her anyway. They tortured her for the locations of the other members of our cell. They're all gone now, dead. I alone am left to complete our mission.
What the commander said. We thought we were doing the right thing.
I will not pretend it isn't a blow, but what's done is done. There will be time to grieve once the Protectorate is dead and buried.
I'll be right back, y'all. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Alright.
After you.
Alright, so let's do this.
Stay close and keep silent. The less attention we draw, the better. By the matriarch, there weren't supposed to be visitors today. That Sentinel and Docent are gonna put splinters in our plan.
You hang back here. The commander and I'll take care of this.
Gladly. I'll rejoin you once the path is clear.
Woe to have the matriarch taken from us before her time.
For my next gift, I bestow upon you the pinnacle of automechanical design, far superior to all automechanicals that came before. The time once spent in numbing manual labor may now be spent in harmony. Let this accord between the Protectorate and the Order of the Ascendant mark the moment of
What's on this side?
I now present to you my new invention, the Skip Drive, a revolutionary technology.
Hey, Carmen. So much I could do with hacking, but I didn't go hack this time. So. Speech. Let's not go that way yet. Alright. That was the necklace being in the background. Alright, so before we go in there, we're going to check everything on both sides.
Time to earn my commission.
Your lot could hit the broadside of a blade.
Let's go speech this time. Only your aren't believed with being able to lie about even more things. Additionally, you gain bonus damage when attacking enemies that aren't targeting you directly. %50 armor penetration, yes. Put more in the speech, that's more damage. Inability to self-repair armor at workbenches when slotted into your armor. Use that. All right. $115. Nice. All right. Before we go in there, unlock this. I'm liking this gun. Alright, nothing else to do but to go into this next room.
Never again.
Check
Will
enemy
we
light
see
just
her
turned on.
It has been 10 minutes.
armed and ready?
Sheriff, we can continue. Wait there. I'll come to you.
handled. My turn. There should be a hidden entrance here. Traitor! Run! That was a narrow shave.
Back in
Let's
business.
continue. There should be a hidden entrance. There. You can access the lower level now. The security room that we need to reach is nearby. We should be able to disable that energy barrier from there.
Who goes? No one is allowed in here without the proper authorization. Ah, I see you have come armed. Intruders, then. I suppose you intend to extract my surrender through means most lurid and foul.
Damn, the head curator. I had hoped to slip in before his shift, but no matter. We cannot allow him to leave and raise the alarm. He must be dispatched, quickly.
How's that now?
Now hold on. I know we had to kill that fella with the Sentinel, but this man's unarmed. He's already surrendered.
I rather think that line has some blurry distinction.
How much of a fuss could this one fella cause, really? Come on, Zeb. No need to cut any bellies over maybes and ifs.
Please, if secrecy's your concern, you may rely upon me to be the utmost spirit of discretion. I have never betrayed a confidence in my life.
Allowing him to leave would be a grave error of mercy, one we can ill afford in this place.
If we start gunning down civilians, where does it end, Zeb? Ain't Arcadia covered in enough blood?
You need me to clear that moral obstruction for you? Fine. This man is an instrument of empire, perpetuating the tyrant's lies. And were our positions reversed, he would not hesitate to execute us, or worse, send us to mental refreshment.
I'm kin to the risks, Zeb.
Are you? Can you even fathom the indignity of having your every thought scrutinized and scored and made perfect? My sister was made into a shadow. I endured daily sessions with the lathe of particularity and still find myself policing my own mind for untoward proclivities and inclinations.
The commander's right. This man didn't put you in the lathe, Zeb. He's just trapped in the system, same as everyone else.
I never have possessed immunity against your pleading. Fine, you're free to leave. Do not repay this kindness with treachery.
You are merciful and wise. I will depart at once.
Let's hope the consequences of this decision do not assert themselves while we're still here. You and Niall should turn off the power to the security barrier and make your way to the vault. I'll remain here and guide you as best I can through the labyrinth. No turning back now.
No going back from here. Not until we've done what we came here to.
Hold. Don't set foot in that room. The schematics on this console indicate this place is defended by all manner of traps. One moment. Yes. It appears there are N-ray tripwires, invisible to the naked eye, that will electrify the floors if crossed. Move cautiously, and if you have any gadgets that might help, I suggest using them.
You have an unhealthy thing provokes. Talking to others, you have a permanent bonus to your maximum health, but talking to anyone will reduce it prolonged. 20% base health, 30% for 2 minutes after talking to anyone. Two minutes ain't that bad. I'll accept that one.
Over here, Commander. Reckon I found something that might be useful later. Have a look, Commander. With a little elbow grease and some inadvisable engineering, reckon I can finagle these components into a fine explosive gel. Who knows? Could come in handy. Just doing my part. But thanks for the vote of confidence, Commander. Let's keep on. I'll continue tinkering on this in the meantime, see what I can come up with.
You've made it through. Good. Now there should be 3 switches in this room. When pulled in the correct order, the door should open. If I'm reading this right, the order is 1, 3, 2. But which switch corresponds to which number? Damn it. Why must the Protectorate abstract everything?
There must be a way to suss out which switch is which. Maybe if we could peep the wiring.
On the first try. Well, I'll not lament a stroke of good fortune.
Does that seem a little off to you, Commander? Yeah, maybe. That business with the curator. I'm glad Zeb stood down, but it was close. Never seen him so eager for bloodletting before. He's changed. Ain't sure for the better. I know you're right. Suppose part of me still feels responsible for what he's gone through. If only I stuck it out, maybe then, well, no use stewing. We've still got a vault to break into and tyrannical government to topple.
That vault door is quite the obstruction. Fortunately, there should be a code. No. Fuck! They changed it recently. That shouldn't have happened until next week. I'm certain I can diagnose the issue. Now that you've cleared the way, I'll come down and join you.
Might have something else that can get you into that vault, Commander. Remember those components I found? I was able to turn them into something halfway useful after all. This gel should get us through that vault door. Turns out you were right about trusting my instincts. You take the honors, Commander. I'll be right behind you.
Nice. I was hoping for a more subtle incursion, but no matter.
Am I running hot, or was that a hint of worry I heard in your voice back there?
Alas, I neglected to pack a thermometer. This terminal should allow me to retrieve all the information stored here. This cannot be right. There's nothing here save the designs for the skip drive. Not even initial concepts. 10 years in Arcadia and the Matriarch invented nothing? And what's this about a deal with the Earth Directorate? We need to talk. Now.
In times of darkness, we must hold our principles dear. I fear the longer this war continues, the further we stray from them. Every step we take must honor the Matriarch. I tell Henry this, but he is set in his ways. His notions regarding these rifts are sorely misguided. Why close them when we can use them to Arcadia's benefit? It matters not what the Order thinks, what the Doubters say. The Architect bestowed us with the power of skip drives so that we may secure a perfect future. We must act with haste. I only ever wished for Henry to embrace his role as the caretaker of Arcadia, the savior of us all. But if he has chosen a different path, I will do as I must. And I must not fail.
I knew the Protectorate festered with lies, but I had no idea the Earth Directorate was complicit. Niles, did you know?
Slow up, Zeb. What are you talking about?
It says your agency struck an agreement with the Matriarch over a century ago. In exchange for skip drives, Arcadia was allowed to completely govern itself with absolutely no outside interference, including from the Earth Directorate.
What message? Why didn't you say anything about it sooner?
If this information is true, then the Earth Directorate permitted the Matriarch to create a colony filled with her vassals, enslaved to her will. Everything Arcadia is, all of the suffering that's taken place here, it all could have been avoided. Things could have been different. There's more. The skip drive schematics are here. How the explosive safeguards against tampering work. Its evolution over time. But no original concepts, no sketches. Nothing. Our dear Matriarch is a fraud. A cheat. She did not invent the skip drive. There are messages here between her and the First Sovereign that all but confirm it. I thought I might find some technological innovation that could be handed to the Protectorate's enemies. But this is almost better. By releasing this information, we can thoroughly crush the image the Protectorate has been built upon. No longer will the Protectorate's myth of superiority be used as a cudgel against its own populace. If we administer truth to the people, their strength will return. Erstwhile, giving the skip drive designs to the Protectorate's enemies will even the fight. Their technological prowess will be made into nothing. everything will come apart.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Not to mention how this agreement with the Protectorate will completely destroy the Earth Directorate's reputation.
I was not aware of such a connection between rifts and the skip drives. But I have confidence the Order will figure out a solution. Science is their theater, after all. As for the Earth Directorate, don't you see? This frees them from any obligation to the Protectorate. They'll be able to manufacture skip drives themselves. The deal will be voided.
It's worth holding the Earth Directorate's feet to the fire for this deal, but I don't think the entire organization should be judged by its worst decision. It's done a lot of good, too. Plus, making the skip drive tech available, that's like throwing a lit match into a fuel converter. Can't think of a worse idea right now.
Do you think the Protectorate stand around debating the potential for injury? No. They act, and so must we. Damn the consequences. Very well. I suppose you've earned your organization some grace.
Still ain't sure about loosening the skip drive designs, but we've got some time there. Until the rift is fixed, no one's going anywhere using one. Not unless they have a death wish. And this way, at least the Earth Directorate's reputation will stay intact too.
Whatever happens next, the Protectorate won't survive it. That's all that matters. Thank you for your assistance in this matter. I had my doubts, but you truly delivered. I'll remain a while longer and make sure to grab everything off the data banks.
Guess this is goodbye.
Only for now. If we both come out of this war intact, I'll find you. If you wish to be found, of course.
I want to talk it over with the commander, but yeah, maybe we can work something out.
There they are. These are the ruffians who threatened me. Slay them at once. Suffer none of these.
Ammunition depleted.
Zeb was right. Yeah. Never should have let that curator go. He could have prevented this.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
They covet our...
Don't even know where to start with everything that happened in there. Reckon the information about the matriarch and the skip drive will stir up some fervor, but Zeb was right. The people deserve to know the truth. Well, most of it. I'm glad we were able to leave the Earth Director's name off the record. Deep down, I'm still convinced the galaxy is better with the Earth Directorate in it, flawed as it is. But what happened with Arcadia can never be allowed to happen again. Something has to change within the Directorate, and I think we're best positioned to see that reformation through. Right. Even if the form it takes is that of the agency itself. All said, I appreciate you giving me the space to work through this. Sort of feels like the future's opening back up after a long time closed. Likewise, Commander.
All right.
You there, you came from outside the camp, didn't you? Do you have a minute to take a job? For science, of course. Interested in work? Or was the allure of helping to advance science and being paid for it too much to resist? I'll get right to it then. I need someone to bring me a Gorvid egg. I'm a head biological researcher doing some fascinating, and I sent my assistant off to the north with a tracking device. Oh, and bring back my assistant too, if you find him with all his pieces still stuck together. He ain't much good for assisting in research if he's all torn up. Sound reasonable?
If you won't let us sleep for
Saw something like this just before Angie's Choice took over Tau Ceti. Didn't end well for the bosses, I tell you that.
We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans! With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for a drink at a time!
And we're definitely making her miserable!
Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days!
Workers are too rowdy. Door stays shut for now.
3 floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors!
I'll admit, the coup caught me on the back foot. Always figured the comp. Just think about all those posters of the pair of them that'll have to change now. A real crying shame. Me? Rejoicing over a tyrant squabble? The Sovereign's misfortune is our gain, as far as I'm concerned. The console might be projecting
Others get the exact same pay with no rest and no downtime. We shouldn't pay for a drink at a time. If you won't let us sleep or eat, you can't judge us for stimulates. We don't want to make demands, but no more peace.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Oh, shit. Didn't think anybody was there to see me.
If you won't let us sleep or eat, you can't judge us.
Yes? The whole reason we set up here is to avoid customers. Is there something you need? See that repackaging? They work. So, we're making trouble until that changes. Can't imagine what. Ain't like you could fix all of Auntie's Choices hierarchy by your own self. Now, if you'll excuse me. Yes? The whole reason we set up here is to avoid customers. See that repackage? They work us like sissy. So, we're making trouble until that changes. Until we get some respect. Until the privy is... Indeed. Gotta say, I'm glad to hear you are, at least in spirit. Now, if you...
You seem like a go-getter. Let's consume lunch sometime. Working hard or hardly working? That's rhetorical.
Frustrations don't normally involve, you know, an actual event.
Another one?
Welcome to Auntie's Fine Product Revitalization Center, where we create tomorrow's brand. I assume you are the disruption ameliorator from home office? It was about damn time you got here. This labor stoppage has put us almost a full week behind schedule and is making me... Some ne'er-do-wells have incited our workers to halt all work. They've taken to making demands and carrying on about basic dignity and human rights. It should go without saying that such flights of fantasy have no place inside.
I reckon she's got her wires crossed. Basic dignity is what Auntie's Choice promised us when we signed up, so long as we were good at our work. And while we might have faced grave consequences back on Tau Ceti, it was under old management, who were trounced rather thoroughly in the end, I might add.
Nevertheless, here we must focus on getting these ingrates back to work and remind them that they're damn lucky to have Auntie's Choice to dedicate their lives to. You're asking me? That clearly is your domain. Running this and when I say I, it is critical that you understand that as director of this facility, I should effectively be treated as though I were an executive. Is that clear? Well, there's no call for rudeness. It's unnecessary, unprofessional, and distracts us from the important business that I have the direct authority to dispatch you upon. This plant relabels dated items with new Auntie's Choice trademarks and slogans. It is critical to keeping revitalized products on the shelf for consumers hungry for something new. So, the workers may be unhappy, but they must realize their comfort is a distant second to Auntie's delivery schedule. Or in short, they need to get back to work. My workers are striking people now? How very alarming. We must resolve this before things get even further out of hand. They've appointed some kind of leader, and he's the one you have to talk to. His name is, Dummy? No, that's not right. Dunce? Dummer. Dumbly? Dunbar. It's Dunbar. If I'm honest, my gaze is purely focused up the ladder, not down it. I am a very important upper, middle, lower manager, and the way I advance that status scantily involves learning the names and faces of my peons.
That is so fucking stupid. She shouldn't be a manager.
Their value is in providing their minuscule contribution to this mighty and prestigious corporation. And by providing their maximal effort, they allow me to ascend, vacating this position so that one of their undistinguished masses can fill it, thereby becoming distinguished. Well, that's all fine and good in your system. But here in Arcadia, it is Auntie's needs we cater to. And right now, her need is you convince Dumbly Dunbar to get back to work. I believe he has demands, but I can't be bothered to remember what they were. They alter the generous terms Auntie offers, and so are egregious and should be rejected. You will find him up on the landing pad with some of his minions. Go help him understand the situation so everyone can get back to work.
That clear? Yes, well, I'm sure you'll manage. Auntie has faith in you, therefore I shall too. Best of luck to you. Remember that your actions don't just reflect on you, you are also representing me, which is to say, you are also representing Auntie. Do us proud.
She's a complete fucking stupid ass.
Reminds me more and more of Tau Ceti by the minute. If these folk burn this place to the ground, I ain't telling.
Welcome back, Ameliorator. Did you make contact with workers? Do they well, be quick about...
Heads up! Make some space! We've got a sanctioned non-employee professional caller coming out! No more bottles on factory floors! Workers are too rowdy. Door stays shut for now.
That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going.
We don't
I
want
can see
to
the
make
in
demands,
our office.
but
Don't
no
worry,
more
that's
being
making
involved.
I ain't aiming to seem rude, but I got a lot to deal with right now. Unless this is mighty important, I'll respectfully ask to be left to my business. Settle my complaints? How exactly you planning that? Auntie's got to prioritize worker prosperity over productivity. What we've got now is poor labor retention techniques. Remind me again?
An inhospitable occupational environment that ignores worker
Oh, he is
safety
an
and
idiot
health
too.
concerns.
Right, that. Right. Exactly. The conditions under which Auntie extracts our labor is, unacceptable. They're egregious, even.
They work 20-hour shifts, which require stims to endure that are charged at a premium. Adrena time is actually cheaper on the undisputed claim than it is here. And if that inhuman brutality isn't enough to offend basic decency, they're also barred from using the restroom throughout the business day. Their 20-hour business day. It is an unconscionable condition to keep these workers in. I can't imagine how hard it is for them to coordinate their daily duties. No, I'm just a fellow underling suffering the corporate grind who saw the plight of these poor folk and needed to help them make a fair and reasonable deal.
That's right. Leo has been an absolute wealth of what's what. Without him, we would still be toiling
under the yoke of oppressive...
Right, that.
Me? Why, my only motivation is...
Now hold it right there. We aren't here to talk about Leo. We're here to talk about what it's going to take to make us get back to work, right? Our shifts need to be reduced to 12 hours a day. 4 hours of personal time ain't even enough to rest, much less get any actual living done. Second, if we gotta work those long hours, we want free Adrena time. Bad enough it's making everything taste like we're gnawing nickel pads. Having to pay for the pleasure's too far. Finally, we want all-day bathroom access. Expecting us to fit our necessities into the same 4 hours is just mean. Plus, between us, most folk ain't, if you get my meaning. Thank you for your trying. I don't know if we'll get it all, but every bit you add makes some part of our lives a whole lot easier.
We don't want to make demands, but don't be in one.
Welcome back, Amelia. Auntie and I continue to have high hopes that you will come to shine under the spotlight of our illustrious gaze. So, what are these ingrate alley sprats willing to settle for? Golden privies and gilded sheets to be spoon-fed crunch whenever their tummies rumble? 8-hour workdays? 12-hour? Are they mad? What are they gonna do with the other half of the day? Lounge around the facility consuming air and water and power without compensating the company? I am, frankly, disappointed you would even bring me such a preposterous demand. You should have nipped this offensive arrogance in the bud. A lunch break, you say? I suppose that might be a compromise I could make. It would still be a black eye on my sterling reputation, but at least it would get them back to work. All right, you've convinced me. What else do they want? They want to relieve themselves on company time? I've never heard something so preposterous. Can you imagine how many bits that loss of productivity will cost us? What if they lounge? What if they take time to relax? What if they retreat to indulge their baser urges? Auntie would be paying for all manner of unprofitable shenanigans. Somewhere? Oh, that actually explains the odor in storage room 3. I never imagined they might be... I'll get the door unlocked immediately, and cleaning crews dispatched. What more do they want? Free? Free? Nothing inside of Auntie's Choice is free. Law, nothing in life is free. Everything has a cost. Everything. Materials, like giving something away for free, is akin to ignoring the cost of its creation, which is one small step from the system completely breaking down and plunging us all into anarchy. in the void are you talking about? My greed is certainly doing no such thing. What? No! I would never! That's slander. And or libel. And you can't prove a thing. Well, fuck. That's quite the rub, isn't it? All right, what do you want? Huh. I don't know why you would waste leverage on them, but I suppose you've got your reasons. All right. They'll get their Adrena time, and you'll get all the bits I got on me. Is there more they ask? Very good. Ha! I was going to say very good, but that would be downright farcical. There is nothing good about this situation. Please, just resolve it as quickly as possible.
Others get the exact same pay!
Hello again. Do you have news for us about the negotiations? That's as fine a place to start as any. What did that tyrant have to say for herself? She willing to see reason? Well, I can't begin to tell you what a relief that is. By which a most promising development. How go the other hurdles of the negotiation? She willing to see reason? Free? Really? Why, I'd surely have lost... What's next? Excellent. What progress have you made? I suppose it's better than nothing. Well, you have done exceptionally well by us, my new friend. With these new conditions, we'll return to work with vigor rather than dread. Thank you.
Damn! I really felt like I was close to signing all of you, and I needed that recruitment bonus. I don't know how I'm going to afford my hair creme now, but I'll get him next time. And he won't always have you working her angles for her. And her usual agents don't stand a chance against me.
Next time? Against you? What in law's name are you saying? Sometimes you talk so odd it don't sound like you're Auntie's choice at all.
Yeah, I was starting to have the same thought.
It don't matter. All that matters is my working condition. Now, if you'll excuse us...
You did these folk a good turn, Commander. Good luck. We'll be seeing more of these negotiations across Arcadia. Bosses will just have to live with it.
Let's go now! Over here!
Oh, sh... Damn it. I didn't mean to do that.
That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going. I can see the overseer.
We don't want to make
You're
demands.
definitely making her miserable.
Hello again. Do you have news? That's as fine a place to start as... Well, a most promising... She willing to see reason? What's next? Excellent. Well...
Damn! But I'll get...
Next?
Yeah.
Now.
Going back to work under Auntie's choice ain't exactly my idea of success, but at least I'll have better terms to labor under now.
The workers have returned and production has resumed. Wonderful work, our disruption ameliorator. I do wish it had gone more smoothly, but I understand you did what you must. I have already informed the Home Office, and with it, put in an extra sprinkling of mild praise directly with Auntie. She will, no doubt, be excited to learn of my approval. You may tell the executives that dispatched you that you have done an adequate job. Under my keen supervision, of course.
Yeah, if you say so, asshole. See this quest over here? Okay.
Guns cocked and loaded. Let's get the signal.
Oh, what is this over here?
The heat off, Commander. Let's see which. Distraction for you. I'm at. direction.
Seems the little rapt has imprinted on you, Commander.
Hey, got me a pet. With the pet feeder to select any ship pet you collected.
Don't worry. I'll be a good stepmother if you forget to feed him.
Got me a little pet.
Have you made any progress yet? I can barely contain my excitement. That's unfortunate, but I'm sure he died doing what he loved, helping me do science. Here's your reward. You've certainly earned it. Now, back to my lab. I'm going to get so many papers published. Every biological researcher will know my name. There's going to be statues.
Yep. You say so. No. Yeah.
That's where we're going? Don't exactly look safe.
Oh, nope, do that. Off this dead planet. Door over here. Can I go in? Yes, I can. Use this first. Hmm. Heavy revolver. I think that's pretty good. Anything else I don't need? Keep the weapons. Where's
Give
my
a moment,
pet?
Commander. I'd like to talk.
Where's my pet?
Rehydrated water for the spacer on the go. Auntie's Choice dehydrated water. Just add air. Now available in carbonated.
There he is.
Cleo and Pal's brandy. Now with Pally Music Easy Open Cap. Auntie Fizzo's Num Rum. Taste more.
Marisol's something, huh? She had everyone fooled, and then she turns around, exposes Svoboda for what she is, and reveals herself to be the endpoint. What kind of name even is that? She reminds me of the serial heroes I wanted to be just like when I was a kid. I'd tell her if I thought she'd appreciate it. There's something inspiring about someone who knows exactly what they are and entertains no nonsense. Anyway, this is me saying I think she was a good get. Much better having her in our corner than staring down the barrel of her gun, that's for certain. She's probably already got bugs listening in on us, so we ought to just stop there.
We should talk, Commander. Commander, I've been thinking on the fact that so many of my slack-witted brethren believe it reasonable that I've been marked for death. So much so that I've missed the obvious. Our communication devices. There is someone who would have tried to contact me to warn me. Someone who wouldn't have been taken in by a faked kill order. Yes, but he's not like most of the fools we've been contending with. You know, I really should have seen the flaw in recruiting suggestible slackwits to our cause. But Severin is different. I knew him from before. Long before the Glorious Dawn. We had a secret code we used to hide things from our parents before... Well, never mind that. Very well. Let's just say that he was forbidden to associate with me and leave it at that. Anyway, if he used that code to embed a message to me within a Dawn missive, no one would have even known it was there. I should have been checking our comm devices, damn it. I know we have camps on Cloister and Praetor, but I'm not sure of the exact locations. I'd like to try to find one and clear it out so I can access one of our devices. Hopefully, it will bring me that much closer to whoever it is I need to kill to put an end to this nonsense.
That scum. That miserable scum. To think he would stoop so low as to overthrow the Sovereign. I shall not rest until the Consul pays for his treachery and Arcadia's rightful ruler is reinstated. I'm pleased to hear you hunger for justice. We shall certainly have no shortage of circumstances to slake your hunger. I fear how my fellow subjects will respond to this news. I believe that most will remain loyal to the Sovereign, but I will need to deal with those who strayed. I hope that is true, though I do appreciate the vote of confidence. I sincerely doubt this is the end of my thoughts related to the matter, but we've wasted enough time with my ruminating. Let us be off. Commander, I'm glad I managed to intercept you before we left. There's something of utmost importance I wish to discuss. Relax, Commander. You are not under my authority to judge. Though if you were, that phrase alone would have certainly seen you hauled off to mental refreshment. I received a message from a close friend of mine. His message claimed he had information. I did not mention it before, but believe it may be necessary to avoid shocking you later. Our greatest suspect in the death of the Supreme Arbiter is the Protectorate. Very good. I hope we shall see him at your earliest convenience.
Auntie's authentic biomass goo. Except no goo.
Trinicular, arriving any moment now.
This is ballad for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down. Feed to each successive generation. Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stacked the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our...
Welcome back. We understand you've been a very busy little mantiwas. Well, out with it.
Yes, time is bits. Tell us how it went.
A satisfactory effort, my ameliorator. I had hopes your talents would yield a result a mite more in our favor, but good work overall.
Well, I suppose I can't argue with the truth of that.
Anything else you'd like to report? Your performance at that facility went exceedingly well, all things considered, and it was an ideal first step in effecting my monopolistic mercantile methodology plan.
There you go again, pinning your career to that flim-flam mathematical malarkey. What do a bunch of eggheads know about marketing? Marketing isn't some rigmarole you can plug into a computronic doodad. It's instinct, intuition, know-how. It's a fucking art.
Yes, suppose we should move on. Ursula, will you do the honors?
I'm the head of our proprietary insight acquisition division. Stealing our rivals' trade secrets? That's our bread and butter. We can sometimes lack a certain subtlety, though. The Protectorate have a process called mental refreshment. Some kind of mind manipulation business. There's a facility for it on Praetor. Auntie wants details on their methodology, pharmacology, and technology. This archive plan says it's important. Fine. Auntie and I agree. It presents possibilities. Attitude like that will take you far around here. A few aspirational goals, if possible. If you see a chance to talk their lead scientist into joining us, and/or dig up additional details about the process, do so.
Which is to say, we'll make it more worth your while. I promise you'll never want for compensation while in our employ.
See you when it's done.
'Daring, exhilarating, armed and inoculated against a hostile, peril-filled universe with...
4.5 is getting faster.
choice. Daredevils, rejoice!
Come on. Come on.
Auntie.
Fuck it.
Arriving any moment now. Approaching station.
Blast, purchase, and consume with Auntie's choice. boxing sporting match as much as all of you base rank and file. The big rift cut off Toss from home. But our Arcadian Road League is a worthy substitute. Certainly
Have I been to this planet yet? Not sure if I have or not.
Moment of your time, Commander.
Who said that? Oh.
Remember that matter on Cloister I mentioned earlier? Well, since we're here and all, thought we might take it up now. Might be hard to believe, but 20 or so odd years ago, I made a mistake. Feels like high time I righted it. Now I'm out and about again. That's where the error occurred, I believe. Others judged it such. I shut it down. For many years now, a former colleague of mine's been in a remote spot called Reasons Past. Hardly. Quite the opposite, in fact. Her research was unconventional, surely. She was as well. I think with both, we could right things. Get the order back on its intent. Do appreciate it, Commander.
Oh, damn, there's a lot on this one for companions. Let's do some more stuff for Auntie's choice. Back over here.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Gray gone astray? Book a stay today. Come right in, and be refreshed.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation,
The console provides, the system abides.
Are you ready to realign with the paradigm? To shed all manner of imperfect thoughts?
All it takes is some light instruction, a restorative cocktail,
And a quick dip into the lake of particularity to abrade your imperfections.
I'm Head Refresher Ghoul, and I guarantee when you exit our doors,
You'll be a productive member of our perfect society again. Soon you'll say,
goodbye, imperfect thoughts. Hello, contentment.
I don't know what in the void we just got hosed down with, but it's, kinda nice.
Greetings, subject. Or should I say, refreshed to be.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, Placid Planetarium.
Welcome to the Wellnetarium. You're not on my schedule. I'll walk in then. Wonderful. Once you're...
Right. That's why we're here. Got some thoughts we need rinsed. I mean, washed. Deloused?
Oh, you appear to have questions. A telltale sign of needing refreshment.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Why, of course. Naturally, it is the duty of every subject to submit for a quick mental tune-up whenever we experience imperfect thoughts or lack a little zeal. Our intake evaluation automech here simply needs to ask you a few questions. To a baseline understanding of your character and background will assist our facilitators in determining the ideal regimen necessary to abrade any perceived personality irregularities. Simply step over to...
Preserve said progress. Sustain the system.
Greetings, subject unscheduled. Subjects are required to respond 100% accurately to all queries. Bespoke prescribed regimens may produce untoward ramifications. If baseline data is Query 1, concisely characterize your personal perspective.
And others are not.
Incorrect, but your response has merited a Yaysayer verbal commendation for exceptional tactfulness in the field, allowing you partial credit. The accepted answer is, I fulfill my duty to the Sovereign as a loyal protectorate subject by operating at peak Query 2. Rate your present level of zealous efficaciousness on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 being the highest, 3 being a traitor, 1 being dead.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
Incorrect. The degree of zealous efficaciousness. Expect Query 3. Do you ever fall prey to imperfect thoughts, including, but not limited to, unacceptable? A perfect society. Final query. How would your neighbors describe you?
Increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies
Processing determination. An acceptable response. The appropriate reply was, formulating 100 out of 200. The acceptable amount for a true and dutiful protectorate subject is 0. In conclusion, you are in dire need of mental refreshment. Now, proceed to the nearby pneumatic tube to collect your complimentary unitard and lift pass. Next, proceed. Your realignment with the paradigm begins now.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
Can't stop picturing Zeb going through this exact process.
Greetings, new person. You have a look of query about you. I have answers to questions and no questions to answer.
Medicament dispensement has concluded for today.
Their
Please
team
proceed
plays
to
the worst
the lecture
anyone
hall
has
to
ever
request
played.
an exception.
Our first back is perfect.
The kitchen pantry is presently off limits due to anomalous structural tampering.
It's the best. Like it just.
Settle down, everyone. Lecture's playing.
Prepare to be edified.
For today's topic, we'll touch on why our program is so very important. Ignorant, misguided outsiders may wonder, why does the Protectorate need mental refreshment? Doesn't it inhibit
No talking until the lecture's over.
freedom they celebrate is a yawning chaos, and their choice is an invitation to failure, loss, and anarchy. It is a sad fact that all human beings require direction. As my good
Greeting,
friend
unscheduled walk-in. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest, how mentally refreshed are you feeling today? Response, zeal. Noted. With hope, our highly trained refreshment facilitators will share your promising self-diagnosis.
free from doubt, efficient, perfect, and thus we enjoy
I am responsible for providing medicament dispensement. Has concluded for the day.
the system abides.
Response. Medicaments are stored in medicament storage. Farewell statement. Greeting, unscheduled walk-in. Greeting, unscheduled walk-in.
Aw, a new phase. Well, I'd welcome you to the Wellnetarium, but the designated subject reader ought to have attended to that by now. Admitting you question is the first step in your recovery. But worry not. Soon enough, with our help and a little work, you'll never question again. You've missed the daily medicament dispensement, if that's what you mean. But you should take that up with the medicament dispensement automech directly. The medicament dispensement automech automechanically dispenses medicaments. The medicament dispensement automech automechanically dispenses medicaments. The medicament dispensement automech automechanically dispenses medicaments. I see you found the lecture as edifying as all Head Refresher Gould provides us with daily lectures in upstairs in the audiovisual aids office, of course. Though that area is off limits to all subjects not a part of facility staff or security. How very interesting. Here, take my pass then. It grants access to all mid-privilege priority areas. You must mean the lathe of particularity. One assumes you'll feel ever so much better once your phrenometric peaks have been abraded.
Like stealing compost from a breadworm. Almost feel a little bad about it.
It's just like Zeb said. Mental refreshment really takes the meddling right out of folks. Makes them docile.
Greeting, unscheduled walk-in.
Envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
A perfect society demands perfect
Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases
The console provides, the system abides.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology
You're new.
and know-how behind
Must be. You still retain that look of inquiry and deliberation.
happy and contented.
No, I'm newly full of zeal. That is... They say my phrenometric peaks are resistant to abradement, but still, they try.
Prudence dictates.
A facilitator said that I'd been here thrice, but I only remember once or twice. I couldn't leave. Not yet. Haven't completed my regimen. My phrenometric peaks are still jutting all over the place, they say.
Is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by Head Refresher.
May you realize...
The top
Hello again.
advisor
Feeling refreshed yet?
for making the
Not sure I am yet, but
process more
I once felt the same way.
refreshing than ever.
Others too. One even dug a tunnel. May you realize...
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste.
We're off to be refreshed. So nice to be refreshed.
Never more content, and never more content.
You'll feel ever so much better once your phrenometric peaks have been rated.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles
You've gained privileged access somehow. Our superiors must have arranged it.
Preserve set progress. Sustain the system. Only the Protector possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and content.
The coffee on.
Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Disruptive influences.
Coming your way! Armed and ready.
That cover spot looks much better.
Could have sworn no one was due for hours. Wherever is your chart? Wait, you're not a patient. You're not even a Protectorate subject, are you? I see it now.
This must be the lead scientist. Wonder if he's also had the pleasure.
Well, out with it. Who are you? Oh, outrageous. Suppose I should call the guards, but my. This presents a rare opportunity to hone my argumentative skills against the inferior minds and bankrupt philosophies of our rivals. To what end are you here? Tell me truly, speak plainly. Ah, for one of our... I have a proposal for you. I'll provide you what you wish if you debate me on the merits and failings of each group's ideology in a reasonably competent manner. There's a good sport. So, what of the Order, our former allies, those cursed overthinkers, doomed to lives free of luxury, toiling away in ceaseless cogitation? What say you of that? My position is What say you about Auntie's choice, then? Tell me, is there any value? That actually sounds to have some slight merit when you put it that way. I mean, such a system would leave behind the general public. In the Protectorate, we have the best of everything. Food, technology, a sense of belonging, freedom from doubt, worry, hard work. No, the others simply cannot compare. People are unproductively prone to unhappiness. We remove this self-sabotaging flaw so they can fully appreciate the ample bounty we provide, free of doubt and worry. No, I haven't. And that seems a rather facile argument to make about a society that utilizes automechs to handle daily chores and labor. Well, admit I assumed this conversation would be more engaging. Did you have any final points you'd like to make? As a, last chance to distinguish yourself? How very nice of you to say. You're not half bad yourself, for a non-protectorate not me. I must say that was moderately stimulating. Passably interesting at a few points even. Almost intriguing. Now, what next? Oh dear, I don't understand how the machine works, only how to use it. The technical specification. Now, if you'll excuse me, I do have a schedule to maintain. Feel free to scavenge around. It's not as if anything you find here will be any use to your masters.
Don't forget, your unthinking compliance lets the paradigm run with flawless efficiency. Unthinking is essential. Unthinking.
I was led to believe my case required minimal treatment. But that last session, that was far more intensive.
Strong observation, Your Sublime Radiance. We set the lathe to the maximal abrasion setting, per instructions.
Maximal? Who authorized you to use that setting? I demand the name of my betrayer!
Subject is exhibiting increased agitation upon exiting the lathe, consistent with extreme cases. Further abradement recommended.
Who are you speaking to? Are you recording this? Enough of this farce! Release me at once!
A little refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
Oh, I just had a thought, I'm really messing.
refreshment is so important.
The mental
This unit is currently unavailable or meaningless.
stymies untoward inclinations, and we fashion someone into a thing of preserve that progress. Sustain the system. Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and content. And others are...
Got my lamps on a hospital.
Necessity
Invasion
Abide!
What an edifying confabulation.
Prudence dictates we route all disruptive influences.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, Placid Waters Wellness... Here on Praetor is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould. The top cognitive divisor responsible for making the mental refreshment process.
Feel free to scavenge. What an edifying confabulation.
Okay.
We must all
stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a
Questions or addiction?
Hostiles there.
That's reprobate.
Don't hurt him, please. The Sovereign isn't at his best right now.
That's why we are all happy and contented.
You're not here to harm him, are you? If so, I must warn you, I will defend the Sovereign to the fullest extent of my meager abilities. Yes, it is. Our beneficent, infallible ruler, the Sovereign Henry Aloysius Varric, son of the first Sop. You'll have to forgive him right now. As I said, he is not his best today. We've been here since it was determined that the Sovereign, long distraught over the loss of his family, was in need of mental refreshment. Since then, he has been receiving dedicated treatment from Head Refresher Gould himself. Well, after his first session, the Sovereign was notably upset, launched into hysteric fits of absurd nonsense about how that all stopped after his next dip into the lathe, thank law. He's preposterous. The Consul and all the Vigilant, no subject of the Protectorate would ever harm. To even think this stately form of... I will stay true to him and the Protectorate. The Sovereign is receiving the finest possible care, as he has every day of his life. Just leave us... Go. Please, just leave us. Just leave.
That's why mental refreshment is so important.
Stifles and refashions the mind into a thing.
Feel free to what an edifying confabulation.
Over.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
While there are mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia. Placid Waters Wellnetarian. Mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea.
Of every protectorate
Might as well be a
subject
goddamn
to
vegetable.
ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
I think I'm going to take a break after that one. Let me save it.
Undue agitation stymies untoward inclinations and refashions the mind into a thing
And
of
then we'll
symmetry.
do the other mission on this world before we go back. And I'll have to get Azzy, whatever. Assy, whatever her goddamn name is. Alright, be back in a little while, y'all.